Welcome back to Washington High School for the final game and the final broadcast here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network of Washington Demon Basketball, where we, as always, are powered by Washington County Hospital and Clinics. It's the final home game, the final regular season game for the Washington boys basketball team, and they got a tough foe coming in here tonight in the 8th-ranked team in Class 3A, the Solon Spartans. We welcome you into the pregame show presented by the Ann C. Williams Agency of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack Knowlton here on the call tonight. Peter Camp, our great producer. No Zeph Walker, very unfortunate to report he was not able to join for tonight's game, so you'll be stuck with me and devoid of his great insight, and we've appreciated all the calls that he's given us all season long. But nevertheless, an interesting test here for Washington tonight, coming up against the Solon Spartans. Washington, a team in decent form. They've won 2 out of their last 3, did take a conference loss to to Burlington, rather. They beat Williamsburg in their most recent game after playing here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network against Fort Madison. Lost that game, went out and beat the Berg 79-74, and then defeated West Liberty in their most recent game 64-59 was their loss to Burlington. 63-58. They got the win at West Liberty, and it was one man doing the damage for Washington in that victory over the Comets, and it was a one Mr. Nick Stone. Tremendous game for Stone against West Liberty. He went for 33 points in that game. Outstanding showing from Nick. 8 3-pointers on 18 shot attempts. He scored 23 of those in the second half. It was the most points by a Demon this season. It was the first 30 bomb by a Washington player. Previous high on the year was, in fact, Nick Stone, 27 here at home against Carlisle. That was on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. So Washington will probably need all of that from Nick Stone and more from some of his teammates as well. This is a very good Solon team coming in here. They've won 5 out of their last 6. They are 19-2 overall, led by a couple of outstanding players, couple of all WAMAC second team returners from last year, Maddox Kelly and Grant Gordon. You'll hear their names plenty tonight. Maddox around 9.5 points per game, Grant Gordon around 8.5. And the man for Solon mainly this year is Tate McCullum. You might recognize that last name. Of course, Ben McCullum, the Iowa coach. It is his son, Tate, a junior, in his first season at Solon. He spent his first year at Maryville over in Missouri, followed his coach over to Des Moines. He played for Waukee Northwest last year and is now at Solon, and his coach having taken over the Iowa program. But McCollum, no slouch himself on the floor, 19.8 points per game, 2.5 rebounds as well, 2 assists and 2 steals. He is the main man running the show for this Spartans team, a Spartans team that leads the all-time series 6-1 over Washington. The last win for the Demons came during the 2021 and 22 season. These two teams actually met in the playoffs a couple of years ago. The second round of the Class 3A District 4. Solon won that game 48-44 in overtime. Big-time win for them. Last season, the two teams played. Solon's actually lost a number of seniors in that from that team, but Kelly, 4 points, 3 rebounds, got 7 assists in that game against Washington. Leading scorer among the Demon returners was Rajon Roth, 8 points, a couple of boards, and an assist as well. I mentioned the departures. This Solon team no longer with Caleb Bach. He was an all-WAMAC first-teamer, as well as Isaiah Zonski. The two of them left, but it hasn't stopped the Spartans at all. Like I said, that number 8 ranking in Class 3A. They are going to be the number 1 seed in their region. They will await the winner between Davenport, Assumption, and Mount Pleasant, another SEC team, of course, if they win their first playoff game and avoid an upset by the 8th seed. Washington, of course, has its playoff foe as well, and I mentioned the Burlington Greyhounds, who they just lost to by 8. They're going to play them again at Burlington just a couple of days later. As you take a look at that bracket for Washington, that'll be the 4-5 game. So Washington, the 5 seed at Burlington. If they win, they'll play presumably Pella, unless the Fairfield Trojans can pull off a little 8-1 shocker in that. So, of course, a close result in the first game against Burlington and a chance, to build a little bit of momentum, even against a really good Solon team. If you don't come away with the victory, you can create some positive form. Of course, Nick Stone, we talked about it, has been electric for Washington, and we'll certainly be feeling good heading into the postseason. Demons had a real solid performance against Burlington. Lost those 2 games by a combined 18 points, so hoping to get the better result. But can they pull an upset here tonight? We shall see. Solon, a very, very tough outfit. We'll see if Washington can shock Tate McCollum and company in just a little bit. We'll send it to a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups in the national anthem and get you started for Washington Solon boys basketball, the final game of the Demons regular season, right here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
The Iowa High School Athletic Association and Washington High School encourages positive sportsmanship and behavior at all times during our athletic events. Good sportsmanship starts with respect for yourself, your team, the opponent, and the decisions made by the officials. Please honor these athletes competing tonight by refraining from any negative comments. Together we can set the standard for good sportsmanship. Please join me in welcoming our officials tonight. Chris Breitbach, Tim Sullivan, and Chet Whelan. And now the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First for the Spartans. At guard, a 5'10" junior, number 1, Tate McCullum. At guard, a 5'10" junior, number 3, Maddox Kelly. At guard, a 6'2" junior, number 10, Hayden Hooper. And a guard, 6'2" junior, number 5, Grant Gordon. And last but not least, 6'2" junior, number 33, Simon Inwalter. Coaches for Spartan was Jared Galpin, John Harris, Chris Knight, Sam Zosky, and Elijah King. Now the starting lineups for your Demons. At guard, a 6' senior, number 1, Drew Conrad. At guard, a 6' senior, number 2, Cale Williams. At a guard, a 6' senior, number 3, Rajan Rock. And 6'4" forward, number 4, Nick Stone. And at forward, a 6' sophomore, number 20, Tate Reiner. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please stay standing, move your caps, and face the flag as we honor this great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Starting lineups in the national anthem wrapped up. You just heard them. And now you're about to see some action between Washington and Solon. It's the final regular season game for the Demons. Already have their playoff spot locked up, as does Solon. But both these teams getting a little bit of run before the playoffs start here on Monday. Demons will be on the road at Burlington, but have a tough test in front of them. We'll see how they stack up. Washington fresh off a 63-58 win over West Liberty, and their starting lineup, as per usual, it's 1 through 4. Drew Conrad, Cale Williams, Rajon Roth, and Nick Stone. All numbers 1 through 4, and Tate Griner, number 20, out there for the Demons as well. For the Spartans, Tate McCollum, he wears number 1. Maddox Kelly, number 3. Grant Gordon, number 5. Caden Hooper, number 10. And number 33, jumping it up, is Simon Enwalter, a 6'2 junior. And it is slapped backward toward McCollum. And we're underway. Solon at 19-2. An outstanding year in the WAMAC, looking for a better result in the postseason this year. They got knocked out in the semifinals of their region last season. Looking a strong team led by McCollum, and this guy's good for them as well. Maddox Kelly gets the 3 going, a little press on for Solon. Stone, can he get going quickly? He only had 3 points in the first quarter of that game against West Liberty and ended up with 33, so he can get going in a hurry. Williams missed that last shot, and quickly the other way. The layup no good. Rebound tapped around straight into the hands of Enwalter, and he gets it to go down. Enwalter about 7 points per game. Here's Stone inside. Stone, the layup goes. So a quick 2 points for number 4 in white. This is not a particularly tall Solon team. They don't have a player like a Jackson Clark on Keokuk, who's at 6'10", or even Fort Madison's Darius Foy, as Cale Williams gets the steal. Of course, a lot of skill on this Solon team regardless, but Washington, skill has been the name of their game as well, without a true center really in their starting rotation. Williams working on McCollum. Roth. Conrad, top of the key, drives inside, skips it over to Stone, corner 3. No good. Cale Williams, the O board. Grabbed it over the top, another possession for the Demons. Conrad working. Handsy that time was Kelly, but the pass inside is stolen away. McCollum will come the other way. And pop a 3. That's good. Tate McCollum, 19 points per game. He can score in bunches. He's a near 39% three-point shooter as well. Wayward pass the other way by Stone. Inside layup easy for Hooper, and that's going to trigger a quick timeout after a 10-2 start from the number 8 team in Class 3A. Just a 30-second timeout. But Solon off to a quick start. 4 of their players have already scored so far. I talked about it, the history between these two teams. Solon, their last game, got a win over West Branch. Only shot 19% from 3 in that game. Actually, McCollum, their leading scorer, didn't start. It was his first game on the bench. He's appeared in all 21 games, but that was his first time appearing as a substitute. 10 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal, as well as 3 turnovers in that game. Star of the show, Kelly had 14, Grant Gordon 13. Mentioned those two, both all-conference returners over there in the WAMAC. And the full court press still on. Washington has struggled with some turnovers a little bit in this later part of the season, but they broke the press easily that time, and Stone puts it away. Off the long assist by Roth. So a good out-of-timeout action on the full court press. Colin Stark will like that. Deflected pass is stolen away. Good hands there by Nick Stone. The junior has been in some form, up over 15 points per game now. Here's Williams, patient offense for the Demons. Stone, top of the key, 3. Why not? And Nick has got all 7 of the Demons' points. He's keeping that heat going from that West Liberty game. Over in the corner, a couple of substitutes into the game for Solon. But here's Kelly, the starting guard, on Williams. Drives inside and stops. The kick out to Hooper. Over to McCollum, pump fake, and the mid-range shot. That's good. Pure form on that one. Williams gets it across. Roth got a little 3-on-2 here, and Stone's wide open again. Too short on that jumper. Can't knock Nick Stone for taking those. 12-7, and quickly the other way, and Tate Greiner is going to make Tanner Himes earn that one at the free throw line. I'm subbing in 6'3" center, senior for this Solon team. Has made 9 starts this year, but mainly comes off the bench. Had 5 points in that game against West Branch. First free throw is good. He's a 67% free throw shooter. Tate Greiner will make his way to the bench. Ashton Mans will come in for him. Mans has played a lot recently, appeared in the last 9 games for Washington. He's had some effective minutes off the bench. Second free throw for Himes, rattles out. Rebound the other way for Ashton Mans. 13-7 Solon leads. Demons competing through the first half of this first quarter after a quick start by Solon. Conrad has been quiet. Williams, an open right wing 3. That's good. Kale on the board, and the lead is down to 3 for Solon. Some really patient offense so far by the Demons. A couple of early turnovers, but they've cleaned things up. McCollum will try to counter, and does. Hasn't missed a shot so far and already up to 8 points. Williams drives inside, layup is good. Williams, that pressure was a little too soft for Kale. The Demons guards, very good drivers, all of them. All 12 points between Kale Williams and Nick Stone. That's a travel on Kelly. That will bring Grant Gordon back into the game. Going to replace Ethan Ulich, a senior, about 4 points a game for him. A 4-point lead, and you can tell from Coach Stark's side they're being a little bit slower, being a little bit more patient, trying to be careful with the basketball. Normally a team that really likes to run Washington and get out in transition, try to punish teams there. They were not looking afraid to get their cleanest look they can. It's a midi from Conrad this time. Conrad on the nice assist from Roth. McCollum, a long-range 3. That one's too short, but an O board for Luke Merrick, who's into the game. And too strong on the layup. Merrick, a sophomore. Williams comes away with it. Chance to tie on this possession for Washington. Conrad crossing over, nearly lost it. Roth has it, guarded by the bigger Himes, and he'll draw the foul. Stone drilled the 3 for good measure. Very back and forth on that with the, when a team calls a timeout and you opt to shoot a 3 versus, or a situation like that where you get fouled and throw one up. Sometimes I feel like it wastes a make, but Nick Stone feels like he might have unlimited makes given how he's been playing. Roth comes out of the game. Greiner will check back in for him. So you've got Greiner and Mans out there together. Mans caught a risky inbound pass there by Conrad, who gets it back. Drew driving, looking for Stone, pump fake. Now he goes inside, puts the shot up. Some contact. Williams on the follow. Good outing for Kale, who's also ballooned his scoring a little bit recently. Had 20 points in that second Burlington game last Friday. Here's McCollum. Does Washington have an answer for him defensively? Not that time. And Tate showing why he, at one point, was top 5 in scoring in Class 3, up over 20 points per game. And he's got 10 right now, 18-16. Kale over to Greiner, top of the key. Back for Williams, 15 on the shot clock. Kale probing, kicking out to Griner, who has an open three. In and out. Williams, the O-board. Boy, the Demons have been strong on the glass in this first quarter. Stone, top of the key, that's too much space. No good at the end of the shot clock, though. And pushing the other way is Gordon. Spins on the smaller mans. Tries a no-look pass, and Einwalter wasn't ready for it. Demons again taking their time. Can take the lead with the three. Stone thought about it. Instead, it's Williams. 40 seconds to go. The Spartans will have the final possession. Mans drives baseline, stops, needs some help, nearly traveled. Instead finds Stone, a nice pass inside. Can't get the layup to go. Rebound, still loose. Mans ends up with it. Into the corner, Stone. Washington can hold if they want now. Instead, Conrad will pop a left wing three. No good. Williams crashing, but it came off last on him. So it'll go back to the Spartans. Couple of looks there for Washington. Couldn't get it to go. As Hooper will check back into the game. 17 seconds. We'll see what Solon draws up here. Williams going to take the last possession off. They'll bring Bowden Brown into the game, number 12 for the Demons. 17 seconds. Solon taking their time. It's Kelly bringing it across. Kelly stops, slipped, kicks it over. With 5 driving is Gordon. The shot is good. And so Solon gets a bucket to end the quarter to take a 4-point lead. Some nice fight from the Demons through one. Tate McCollum scores 10 of Solon's first 20. We'll send it to a quick break. We'll come back with the second quarter between Washington and Solon here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
I love helping people. I always wanted to help people. That's what I love the most.
We do a really good job of growing our own, but also we are able to take your skills, adapt them to what we need, or grow them as well.
Our leadership group here, they are actively involved, always supportive of our new ideas and innovation here at the hospital.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Apply today.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kielder my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
A 4-point lead for the number 8 ranked team in Class 3A. The Solon Spartans up 20-16 on Washington. Got a buzzer beater layup by Grant Gordon to end that first quarter and make it a 2-possession game going into the second. Demon lineup out there. Roth, Conrad, Stone, and Griner, 4 starters, and then Bowden Brown, who's replacing Williams, Cale Williams, who put in a really good shift through that first 8 minutes, grabbed some good O-boards. Demons got a couple of chances on their final possession of the first quarter, but couldn't cash it in. We'll see what they can cash in this second. Some patient play right now as Conrad gets inside. That is rejected. Simon Einwalter in the right place. Now quickly the other way comes Gordon. Smoked the layup. Oh, and a deflection. Good hands that time by Kelly, who makes Conrad pay. Kelly all over that one. Solon's backed off the press. That is how Washington scored a couple of easy buckets. They broke it pretty seamlessly. So now they're going to have to contend with a more set half-court defense. A little miscommunication there, but it ends up in the hands of Stone. Tries a wraparound pass, and Kelly was there again. Maddox everywhere for Solon, 5'10 junior. Drew Conrad will inbound. Triggers to Stone. Griner nearly lost it out of bounds. And Conrad has it stolen by McCollum. Loose and ends up in the hands of Einwalter, who gets it back on the dish from Gordon and will head to the free throw line.
Fouls on Roth, his first. Second team foul for the Demons.
Einwalter drops in the first free throw. He's as automatic as you're going to get at the high school level. 82.8% on the season. He was the real star of the show, actually, for Solon in their win over West Branch. 20 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals as well. Does miss the second, though, so there's maybe a little commentator's jinx on that one. The first 3 points of this second belong to Solon. Conrad, Washington trying to navigate this half-court defense. Roth gets inside, met by a sea of bodies. Stone will try a 3 on the kick out and gets it to go. Nick Stone is red hot. Boy, regardless of the outcome of this game, Washington is going to want to just tell Nick Stone, keep doing whatever you're doing between games as we get into the playoffs here. Pass inside, and the shot goes down by Hooper. Good move by Kelly to get him open. Beat his man. Williams. Stone, and now Hooper's all over him. Gonna go over screens. Stone's gonna have to work to get open. Griner thought about a 3, instead drives baseline. Stone, he's gonna try a long one. No good. Rebound gathered by McCollum. Tate the other way. It's perfect in that first quarter from the floor. And gonna try a 3 this time, no good. And actually, as he shot it from that spot, I forgot he did take a deep one from 3 and missed that, so 2 misses so far in the game, but Scott 10 points. He won't rue those. Williams lost it, gathers, finds Roth, the kick out. Conrad a corner 3, no good. Roth almost got his hands to the rebound, and Washington, it feels like they're gonna need those kickouts to go. Solon doing a good job of putting bodies in the lane on these Demon drivers. Good stop there by Washington. 5 minutes to go in this second. Roth, Williams was setting a screen, but Roth picked up his dribble. Kale, over to Stone, guarded by Hooper. Back to Williams, pump fakes a 3, Hooper's on him now. Roth, the crossover. Griner has it, 8 on the shot clock for Washington. Conrad's got to get something drawn up. 4 on the shot clock. Conrad to the rim, no good. Can't get the layup to roll home. Quickly the other way, a transition 3 for Gordon. In and out, but the old board collected by Solon, and now Gordon probes into the lane and gets the 2 to go. 4 points for Grant. Maddox Kelly has the second most on Solon with 5. It's Nick Stone going blow for blow with Tate McCollum so far, 10 each. And an offensive foul is going to go on Washington. Saw it away from the play. It goes on Stone. Didn't get a look at it. I had my eye on the ball handler, but it's not one that Washington can give away. That's as bad as any turnover. Conrad will take a seat. Mann's coming back in. Couple of substitutes for Fairfield. Olch is back in the game, as is Luke Merrick. McCollum drives inside. The layup, no good. It rolls in and out. Some contact down there. Refs letting them play a decent bit down low. Roth tried to use the bump to get the floater, but too strong. Solon coming the other way. Roth swiping for that one. Kelly, guarded by Kale. Climbs top of the key. He's a 100% three-point shooter, but I'm going to guess that is more down to volume rather than accuracy. But he gets the 2 to go, and the lead now 8 for Solon. 3 points for Tanner. 6'3" senior. Here's Mans. Tate Griner. Over to Kale. Kelly was aggressive trying to get the steal. Kale needs help. Kicks it over to Griner, who pops a corner three. No good. The rebound collected by Olch, who goes up to Kelly, who gets the layup to drop in the foul. Boy, Maddox Kelly, he's got some pace on him. Got up the floor quickly, and he's now up to 7 points with the free throw coming.
Fouls on Nance.
Junior guard. This is a really excellent collection of juniors, as Solon's going to call a timeout. We'll talk about those collection of juniors in just a minute. We'll take a break for the full timeout. Come back for more Demon basketball here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Back here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, it's a 31-19 Solon lead that the Spartans can extend from the line. It's Maddox Kelly. I mentioned right before the break the elite junior class. Hooper, Grant Gordon, Kelly at the free throw line, and Tate McCollum, 4 of their 5 starters, all juniors. This is a 19-2 Solon Spartans team, and you have to imagine they're going to have quite the reign over the WAMAC next year when all those 4 guys are seniors. Washington's got a good group of seniors this year. Cale Williams among them, as is Rajon Roth, who has it. Drives inside through a couple defenders, split them, but couldn't get the layup to go. Kelly going right at Stone, drives inside. The stop rejected. Roth was all over it. Kelly almost got a little bit too deep on that jump for his own good. Roth was right there to swat the shot away. Stone lost it. Was it last touched off a Spartan? It was indeed. It will stay with the Demons. Super producer Peter Camp informed me I called them Fairfield earlier in the broadcast. I didn't even realize I did that. Subconscious. You got Spartans, Trojans, a lot of orange, the Demons as well. You get confused sometimes. Mans will try a corner three. High bounce into the hands of Kelly, who is starting to pile up the rebounds, but traveled. So if I say Fairfield again, I do apologize. The Trojans are off. They concluded their regular season. They'll be at Pella. They are in Washington's sub-state region. Would have a rematch if they could pull that 8-1 upset. The Demons knock off Burlington. Well, we got 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter here. Roth gets inside. No good. The follow does drop. First points of the night for Rajon. Those layups been kind of pesky for Washington. They've had some looks on those left side drives. Roth lucky to get his own follow there, and now a steal. Conrad bursting the other way, and right there with him was Olch, who pokes it out of bounds. Good hustle by Ethan. They'll stay with the Demons. A couple more subs. Gordon and Hoper will come back. Conrad over to Roth. Bowden Brown has it stolen. Ball still loose and ends up with in the hands of Hoper. That was good hands by Grant Gordon to knock it away. 10-point lead for Solon. And a miscommunication. It was saved by Gordon. Hoper moved away from the pass by McCollum. And it's a turnover. It goes back in the hands of the Demons, but now another loose ball. Williams grabs it, guarded tightly by McCollum, who pokes it away. Williams gets it back. has a path toward the rim, now blocked by Kelly. The kick out to Bowden Brown, drives baseline. The layup, no good, another missed one at the rim. Washington just unable to get some of those to go. McCollum, a transition three, that drops. Boy, he is automatic. 13 points for Tate. I learned that in the gyms that his dad had been coaching in. Been around the game a ton. His older brother, of course, at Iowa, a freshman. Can Stone counter? No, he can't, not on that try. Williams, though, there for the offensive rebound with 10 seconds to go, and he'll head to the free throw line. Actually, no, they're going to get it on the floor. Drew Conrad's going over there to inbound it. Thought they might have called Williams going up, but nonetheless, heck of a hustle play for Kale. And now 10 to go in this first half. Kale, a quick floater, no good again. Those at-rim shots just eluding Washington, and with three, Stone intercepts it. He can fire from half court. No good off the back iron. And Solon has a 34-21 lead heading into the break. Some good fight for Washington, but we'll dissect the first half on the other side of this commercial break. Washington trails Solon 34-21. Back in a moment on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you. Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Your adventure starts here. Caparotto Group Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road, and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Caparotto Group. See yourself the Capra experience.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Fairway is the place to be all season long for your grocery needs. Drive through the lane for the snacks and drinks you need to keep you in the game, and don't forget to grab a meal for a post-game feast. Make Fairway your home field advantage.
At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
Potential. Here to present her plaque is our current president, Dwayne Hammond. Please give Callie and all of our recipients a big round of applause. Congratulations, Callie. Well deserved.
Just over 3 minutes away from the start of the second half between the Washington Demons and the Solon Spartans. Jack Knowlton on the call tonight for the final regular season game of the Demons season, and we welcome you in to the Fairway Meat and Grocery halftime show. Well, Washington contended well, was down just 4 after that first quarter, but Solon able to balloon the lead up to 13 by the end of the first half, and that has been mostly by way of the Hawkeyes head coach's son, Tate McCollum. He has 13 points himself tonight, already outpaced his 10 points that he got against West Branch in Solon's last game. But the Demons really showing some impressive fight, especially in that first quarter. They broke that Solon press that they tried to run really easily. It's been really impressive watching their offense just kind of be patient, stay composed, stay controlled. They've hunted smart shots. They haven't turned the ball over a ton, which that has been one thing that's been a little bit of a struggle for this Demons team this year, is some issues with some giveaways. But you could tell Coach Colin Stark kind of letting them play at a little bit more of a slower tempo, not to get sped up. Solon is playing with pretty active hands, to their credit, getting their hand on the basketball, have gotten some deflections, gotten some steals. But the main difference in the game, Washington just hasn't really gotten the at-rim looks to fall. They've gotten the looks. The guys have driven inside. Cale Williams has been everywhere hunting the offensive glass. We saw Rajan Roth get a tip in after his own missed layup, but it's the first part of that statement that is the troubling thing for the Demons. Just some of those missed layups. Conrad had a couple that are normally automatic. When he's able to kind of slither into the rim and put a ball up on the rim, it tends to drop, but tonight really just has not done that. Solon, they've been contested. It hasn't been wide open missed bunnies necessarily, but that is one thing Washington has kind of prided itself on, is putting those contested layups down, and that has been a little bit wayward in this first half. The three-point shooting, not off by that much. A couple guys have hit threes. Nick Stone has continued his red-hot form after he dropped 30 in the Demons' last game against West Liberty. He leads the way with 10. Cale Williams did get a 2 in transition, actually a few of them, or 1-2 in transition rather, and the other was actually that second chance tip in, and then has a 3 himself for 7 points. The only other Demon on the board so far is Drew Conrad, who does have 2, scored 1 in transition. The Demons defensively have been decent. Solon has worked it well in one-on-one situations, but the Demons have played good help on the likes of Maddox Kelly, number 3, who's got 7 points behind McCollum's 13. Grant Gordon has 4, as does Caden Hoper. Their other starter, Simon Enwalter, has 3. The Demons playing some pretty good help defense in the inside, trying to get over and force some contested layups. We saw a Tate Griner foul kind of on purpose to make Solon earn it from the line. The Spartans have left some free throws at the line. So that will certainly be a point of emphasis for Coach Jared Galpin, who's in his 6th season with Solon, and for Coach Colin Stark. What adjustments can he tweak just a little bit, not to let the Demons get too sped up, but to try and have them cut into this 13-point deficit after 2 quarters. We're about to get started. Solon will begin the 3rd quarter with the basketball. It's the starters out there for both teams. Tate McCollum, Maddox Kelly, Grant Gordon, Caden Hoper, who we just talked about, as well as Enwalter for Solon. It's Conrad, Cale Williams, Rajon Roth, Nick Stone, and Tate Griner in the Demon home white uniforms. And McCollum, Roth, active hands and steals it away. Nice aggression by Rajon that time. But the pass ahead to Nick Stone, that's going to stay with Washington. Stone managed to deflect it off of Kelly. The home run ball just a little too strong. But strong defense there by Roth. He averages 2 steals this season, as does Cale Williams, as does Drew Conrad. This Demons team can take it away. They're right at 8.8 steals a game, and you just heard where 6 of them come from. And there's a hold that time. Coming over the top was Gordon. They'll get him on the foul. Just his first. No foul trouble really for either team. The referees letting the boys play, as they say. Conrad to trigger the inbound. Needs some help, running out of time. Gets it to Stone, an open 3. Good! Nice start for Nick coming out of halftime. And that is just too open with his quick release. Conrad nearly stole it. McCollum, can he answer? Just pump fake. Conrad got fouled by Stone. He came out for the late contest after McCollum got Conrad on the flyby, and that's going to send Tate to the free throw line for 3. He is a 77% free throw shooter. That will be the second on Stone, which does feel prevalent given how well he's playing if he picks up a quick 3rd. First one goes for Tate. Second does as well. Conrad actually did jump that pass and missed the layup. So, man, that is the epitome of what I brought up in the halftime for Washington. Just unable to get those close-range shots to go as much as a few Demons, Nick Stone in particular, have hit on the deep ones. McCollum gets all 3. Looking a little bit of a 1-3-1 zone action for Solon, and they get the turnover. Conrad tried to skip it. McCollum comes the other way, lets it roll off the back of Hoper. Probably not what he intended. Kelly inside. The layup is good. So a new defense is Conrad slamming the ball in frustration a little bit there. Got to get that missed layup out of his head. That's a risky pass, and that's 2 quick turnovers. Kelly gets the layup, and Stark is going to call timeout. The lead balloons for Solon. We'll see what Colin Stark says to his team during this timeout. A full one. We'll take a short break. Come back. Solon leads 41-24 over Washington. So it'll be Demon basketball coming out of the timeout. And it's going to be a 1-3-1 zone look for Solon. We touched on it right before that second turnover. They're playing high. You see Hoper up there, and then the 3 guys behind him, and then they've got one in the lane. It's Gordon. That's going to make passes out to the wings difficult, kind of force the Demons to have to try and attack inside where they've missed some layups today. Williams gets that one to toilet bowl home, and man, if that one didn't go in, I'd start to be thinking a hex, some sort of maybe like the Pittsburgh Steelers, you know, priest by the goalpost before that Ravens game things were going on here. Unfortunate end for Baltimore's season. I don't know if there are any Ravens fans listening, but sorry for that shot if they are. Hoper got that layup to go. He's got 6. The lead is 17, and boy, he's almost got his hand on the basketball that time. Conrad inside to Roth. Layup is good. Excuse me, that was Griner on the assist. Hoper the other way gets the bump. Will they count the bucket? They do. So an and one coming for Caden Hoper, the junior, at about 69% from the free throw line. This is a Solon team that shoots just over 70% as a team. That's vastly improved from last year's mark. They were below 60 as a team. But he misses that free throw. Washington themselves around 66.5% at the line. But having to figure out this press, trying to move the ball quickly. Williams will pop a 3, no good. And the rebound grabbed that time by Walter, excuse me. The step back blocked. Conrad was there on the McCollum shot. Conrad crosses over, drives inside, layup, too strong. Man, something is getting in the head of these Demon players when they get those layups. Rare miss from McCollum, but the O board and the 2 by Hoper. 19-point lead for the Spartans. Mans and Brown, 2 substitutes gonna check in. Conrad, and boy, has few options around this zone. Demons trying to just move the ball. Conrad throws it over for Stone. They're having to pass it over the top of these Solon defenders. Williams kicks it over to Griner. Pops a contested 3, and it goes. Griner's first points of the night. He was scoreless in the first half. He's been around 5 points per game since coming into the starting lineup midway through the season. McCollum leaves the layup short. Williams, he's been good as well. Just under 10 points a game. This Demons team has nearly 4 double-digit scores. Williams 3! How about this answer for Washington? And Kale's got 12. And Solon's gonna talk about it. So a quick answer for Washington. They trim the lead back down a little bit here. 30-second timeout. A couple of substitutes are gonna come in for both teams. I mentioned Brown and Mans for Washington. Okay, so it's a 47-34 lead for the Demons. And we talked about it. I talked about it with my producer, Peter, off camera. If you can get it even back within that 13 kind of range going into the fourth quarter, this is the number 3 team in the class you're facing. The pressure is going to mount on them. This is a Demons team that frankly should be out playing with nothing to lose. They've got their playoffs spot already locked up. Doesn't affect anything there. Just a chance to go and flex your muscle a little bit at home against a really, really good team. Demons trying to do that. Continue doing it out of the timeout, but of course Solon, they're 19-2 for a reason. Coach Galpin will have some adjustments. Mentioned his 6th season, he's 112-29 in those 6 campaigns, 80 conference wins in that span as well. Just an impressive team, and they get it inside. The kick out in 3, never mind. The pump fake, now driving inside is Ulich. Luke Merrick fooled me that time, and the second chance opportunity goes for Himes, excuse me. 3:20 to play. Solon's going back into man-to-man. We'll see where Washington goes subsequently. Mans, the corner to Roth, drives baseline, stops, flicks it over to Brown. Thought about a 3. Now he's probing, now needs help. Williams, 10 on the shot clock for the Demons. Cale Williams isolating a little bit. 7 on the shot clock. Roth drives inside, gets to the cup, and gets the layup. Boy, Rajon made that look as easy, and the lead is down to 13. Nearly a steal for Brown. And he likes to gamble on some of those. Callie makes him pay. Maddox for 3. He's up to double figures, by the way. 14 points now. joins McCollum, who's got 16. Cale Williams and Nick Stone are both in double figures for Washington. Williams, the jumper goes. Boy, it's a confident Cale right now. He's fresh off that 20-point Burlington game, as I mentioned. And a senior guard trying to will his team against a talented outfit. Solon gets the O board. And a kick out three for McCollum, in and out. Boy, he's been quieter in this second half, has had some open shots that dropped for him in the first. That toilet bowl doesn't go. Roth slicing through the defense, another layup. Eight points now for Roth. Had just 2 in the first half. Under 2 minutes to play. The lead is down to 12. Inside, nice find. And the layup goes for Merrick. That's a composed answer for the Spartans. Still in that man-to-man defense. It's interesting, the change. That 1-3-1 was kind of working, and actually, this looks like maybe a 2-3 look here. They're leaving mans open. Drops it into Bowden Brown. No good on the layup. Couldn't find his positioning under the basket. McCollum will come the other way. Throws it over for a driving Merrick. Rejected by Williams. Ate that shot up. Solon will keep it.
Stone and Conrad checking in.
Brown and Greiner will sub out.
Gordon checking in for the Spartans.
Stone and Drew Conrad back in. Minute 9 left to go. Washington, a response after this 1-3-1 zone look for Solon was implemented. They've gotten out of it. The Demons have got it back to 14, and they've got the basketball after a Solon turnover. You just heard Coach Colin Stark too call his Demons look. Talks about his offense wanting to play within its flow. That's not the flow that they're looking for, though. A steal on the other way by Kelly. Gives it to Gordon. Back to Maddox. Layup, no good. Rebound to Conrad. Another loose ball. Williams ends up with it and gets the foul on Kelly. So Washington escaping after that turnover. No points either side. Instead, it's a first foul of the game by Kelly. Boy, that almost feels surprising. Not that Kelly's been overly physical, but he's just so aggressive going after these players in the backcourt. Surprised he just hasn't gotten unlucky and picked up one earlier. Good defender for this Solon team. He has 4 steals a game, and you can see why. Washington trying to keep it out of his hands defensively. 20 seconds to go. Shot clock and game clock separated by about 3 seconds. Demons looking for a good final shot of this third quarter. Trying to get it within striking distance. Stone will pop a 3. Too strong off the back iron. And with 7 and 6, McCollum gets it the other way. Trying to step back for 3. Oh my goodness. Boy, Tate McCollum gets it to drop and gets the lead back to 17 with the buzzer-beating 3. We'll head to a break. We'll come back with the fourth quarter between Washington and Solon right here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation, Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
I love helping people. I always wanted to help people. That's what I love the most.
We do a really good job of growing our own, but also we are able to take your skills, adapt them to what we need, or grow them as well.
Our leadership group here, they are actively involved, always supportive of our new ideas and innovation here at the hospital.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Apply today.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you.
Back now on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, where, boy, we talked about it at halftime. If Washington could stay within, that 8 to 12 range, it was 14, and then Tate McCollum did Tate McCollum type things. He's got 19 points, a buzzer-beating layup. puts the Spartans up 17. Washington will need a big response in this fourth, and back to that 1-3-1 zone look for Solon. The lob inside, nice dish by Conrad to Roth. Boy, Raj having himself a nice second half. He's now in double figures with 10. Joins Cale Williams and Nick Stone. And a deflection and steal by Williams there. Kelly got his hand on the basketball. Boy, his anticipation is just next level. He's an all WAMAC second teamer from last year. 2.8 steals, he's got it up to 4 this year. Average about 11.2 per game, Solon. But Washington turnovers haven't felt extremely significant. Solon fans wanted a walk there. Washington keeps it alive, 16 on the shot clock. Williams against McCollum, stops, puts it in. Nice shot by Cale. And a little run here to start the fourth for Washington. Just like that, they've got it back to 13. So, you know, just consider the fourth quarter starting with 7 minutes to go instead of 8. If you're talking about my halftime hypothetical, at least. And the Demons keep stringing together some stops. Gordon trying to answer. Too strong off the back iron. Another defensive board for Washington. A 3 will make this a 10-point game. Stone over to Williams. Conrad, and gets the foul on Kelly. He thought he was using all body. The refs disagreed. Second of the evening, first of the quarter for either team. Roth almost lost it, has to pick up his dribble. Thought it was a double dribble. Instead, he smokes the layup, but Williams the follow in the foul. He'll go to the line. Boy, that might have been a deflection. I thought Roth actually might have picked up his dribble. Could have maybe gotten called for a double there, but Demons will take it. I might have had my eye play a trick on me there. Nevertheless, Cale to the free throw line. He's a 69% shooter. And no good on the first. I mentioned he's been in some form. Only had 6 against West Liberty, but as he's shown tonight, 8 rebounds in that game. He's been excellent on the glass tonight. 5 steals in that as well. And of course, just 2 games ago, got 20 against Burlington and gets that free throw to go. And he's got 17 points. Stone has been quiet. Williams has stepped up in his absence. McCollum gets the flyby by Conrad again, and the 3 rattles home. Boy, it's hard not to bite on those pump fakes with how strong of a shooter McCollum is and how willing he is, but he's a smart player. He usually only takes the open ones. Kelly gets the steal. Quickly the other way come the Spartans. Kelly kicks it out. Another opportunity for McCollum. In and out that time. Rebound fought for, and a foul will go against Gordon. 6'2" junior picks that one up.
His third.
Lead is 15 for Solon. 5:45 to play in this fourth. McCollum, by the way, now up over 20 points at 22. Stone, a long-range 3, good! Just his second field goal of the second half, but a big one for Washington. Back to a 12-point game. Demons trying to stay within striking distance. Have to string together some stops as well. Hoper, guarded by Stone. He gives it over to McCollum. Guarded closely by Conrad. Tate trying to ISO. Tate drives the kick out. An open 3 for Gordon. Too strong. The rebound for Conrad. Looked quickly. Instead finds Williams. He'll attack now. Pulls it back out. Williams will pop a 3. No good. Offensive rebound. The shot clock went off. It was on the other end. Didn't get reset. Stone will answer. Second chance opportunity and a timeout taken by Solon. Don't look now. The Demons are within 10. It's a 9-point game. Stone is 19. We'll take a break. Come back on the other side of the timeout here between Washington and Solon. Washington has got this to a 9-point game here in the fourth quarter against the number 8 team in Class 3A. And to correct a little bit of confusion, if you might have heard it on the broadcast on that last possession, the buzzer sounded because on Solon's last possession, the shot clock never reset after the Demons got the rebound, so it hit 0 and went off, and everyone stopped for a minute. Cale Williams just fired up a 3, and Solon was a little bit out of position. Washington got the O board, and Nick Stone made him pay, and that's where we stand with 4:30 to play. Nick Stone could have been called for a foul for a second there across the body. Here's McCollum. Ashton Manns is guarding him. Tough assignment. McCollum spews it inside. Nice pass and an easy layup for Hoper, the 6'1 junior. He's now in double figures. He's got 12, and that is not what Washington wants on its ensuing possession. Thrown out of bounds by Williams. Miscommunication with Conrad. So good response out of the timeout. That is what Coach Galpin's side can generate. This is what a 19-2 team can generate. Won 5 of their last 6 games, Solon. Washington trying to hang around halfway through this fourth, excuse me. McCollum, and he gets the bump by Conrad. First foul of the quarter for the Demons. Solon does have 3. I have to think getting to the free throw line is going to be vital for the Demons as time starts to become of the essence. Thrown in. And Kelly lost it. Now they're going to get the foul on Roth after he poked it away, and actually was Olch who caught that. 6-foot senior. Getting some big minutes here. He has only started 2 games, has appeared in all of them. About 5 points and 2 rebounds a game for Ethan. Tate McCollum, the game's leading scorer, triggers the inbound. It's Hoper. The double comes over. Kelly finds himself open. Conrad tried to get back on him and instead bumps Kelly. 3 fouls on that possession by Washington. And that's going to send Kelly to the line after the made layup. Free throw rolls in and out. Williams comes forward quickly the other way and lost it again. Another turnover for the Demons. Boy, 2 untimely ones. Kelly blocked. Ooh, and a foul goes on Cale. Thought it was a clean block. He did as well. Gives a little shrug to the referee after that one. That's going to put Kelly right back to the free throw line. So not good possessions out of the timeout for Washington.
Timeout, Demons.
Demons are going to talk things over for 30 seconds before this free throw. Washington now going to start needing to get some buckets in a hurry. This, of course, Demons team that's already wrapped up conference play. 12-9 record, 4-6 in the SEC. They finished 4th, ended up being behind Mount Pleasant at 5-5. Already got their playoff seed. They're going to play an SEC team in Burlington, which went 8-2 in conference play. Washington, they only lost to Burlington in their 2 games by a combined 18 points. 10 here at home, that was on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, and lost by 8 on the road. Demons team scoring about 59 points per game. They're just 10 under that. Solon has been holding teams to just over 46 points a game. So Washington's exceeded that tally. They score about 68, so right on track about for that. This has been some fight for Washington, but they are going to need a barrage of points and stops, and 2 turnovers on their last 2 possessions won't help them. Solon can take the lead back up to 16 after the made free throw. .330 to play here in quarter number 4. Kelly is up to 18 points. 66-51 the score. Stone, does he have an answer? Driving, guarded tightly by Olch near the baseline. Stops, turns, puts up the layup, puts it home. Nice control near the rim by Nick. He's up to 21 points. Keeping up right where he left off after that 30-burger. And there's a turnover on the other end for Solon.
checking in for Spartans.
Hines will come back in for the Spartans. .13 lead for Solon. 3 minutes to go. Washington still staying patient on offense, and I think that's, to an extent, the strategy. It's what's worked for Solon Stark to even have them be at this point. Conrad needs help. Guarded by Kelly, throws it over to Williams. Kale guarded by Tate McCollum. Spins, gets inside, puts the shot up, in and out, slaps down the rebound to Roth. Man's in the corner. Conrad. Can the Demons make the most of the second chance? No, McCollum comes away with the steal, and Tate's gonna have a free layup.
Basket by McCollum.
Two minutes to play now for Washington. Real desperation mode here for the Demons. Ball might have to end up in the hands of Stone. Instead, and one! They'll take 3 points anyway they can get them at this point, and Conrad can earn a third for himself at the line.
Fouls on Kelly, his third.
That's just Conrad's second field goal of the game. Free throw drops. .56 to 69, or no, excuse me, 68. They had the score wrong there for a second. We had it right over on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Should have never corrected my super producer, Peter. He knows what's going on. McCollum, boy, oh boy. It is just hard to stop that. That is Curry range for Tate. 27 points. He might get a 30-burger against Washington. And Colin Stark's just gonna get some of the reserves in. You get a substitution timeout. So CJ Swales will come into the game for Washington. Of course, one of the senior members of this Demons team. He'll have a chance for some action on his home court for one last time in the regular season. Solon gonna make some subs as well with 1:30 to go. Boy, it was a heck of an effort for the Demons in this one.
Number 23, Stale.
For 3.5 quarters, they pushed Solon, had it down to 9 at one point in the fourth quarter, but just a lot of talent on this Spartans team. But you have to hope this is going to create some good momentum and confidence for Washington going into that playoff game against Burlington. See if they dish it inside to Swales. They do! They can't get the layup to go. Boy, even the fresh legs getting a little bit of the layup. Bad mojo, or whatever it may be. Some reserves in for Solon. This is Tyler Grazel. Has it stolen by Stone. Demons want to keep scoring. Why not? Stone gets fouled on the way up. Oh boy, Conrad almost made a heck of a circus shot 3 after the timeout. So this will drop Washington on the year. They'll finish out the regular season 12-10. Of course, won't affect their SEC record, but that big game coming up against Burlington. Stone doesn't get the first free throw. Kobe Williams also coming into the game for Washington. But it was a heck of a fight. It took a 27-burger from Tate McCollum to hold off a feisty Washington team, and it just felt like a good coming together and execution of a game plan. It was pretty disciplined, and you know, it won't feel good to have a loss in the column, but against the number 8 team in 3A in the state, Washington will take it. Solon's lost just twice all year. They've been tough for everyone to beat. Here's a steal by Drew Conrad. What's this gonna be? Swales and Williams are both there. Here's Swales to Kale. Backs it out. And Swales mishandled pass inside. It will stay with Washington though. Last touched off a Solon defender. Williams to trigger. Here's Swales. Cale Williams. Swales trying to post up. Thrown over the top, can't collect it. Tapped out Kobe Williams. Conrad, corner three. No good. Roth couldn't get the rebound, and Solon will just dribble this one out. So the Spartans will finish it off. A 71-57 win. A loss for the Demons, but it was a good fight against one of the best teams in all of Iowa. But it's the Spartans pulling out the victory. Washington ends its regular season at 12-10. We'll step aside, come back with the Community First Credit Union post-game show. Once again, your final. Solon 71, Washington 57.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you. Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Your adventure starts here. Capper Auto Group, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road, and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Capper Auto Group. See yourself the Capper experience.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
Welcome back to Washington High School here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Once again, your final. The Demons falling 71-57 to number 8 Solon. This is the Community First Credit Union post-game show. Jack Knowlton in the booth, and boy, it was a really, really good fight from the Demons. They got it down to 9 into the fourth quarter. They made some really good runs. Tate McCollum for Solon, finishing with 27 points to lead all scorers. He hit that buzzer beater at the end of the third quarter, and you thought, boy, this could just kind of get away from Washington the first few minutes and be maybe a 20-plus point win. Solon's got a lot of those against some teams this year. And the Demons go on a quick run. They cut it to 9 from 17. Looked like they could maybe sneak in it, and then Solon calls that timeout. 2 turnovers in a row sort of spelled doom with how much time was left for Washington. An unfortunate ending to that sequence after they got it to 9, but you have to credit the Demons' fight. I mean, this is a Solon team. Sure, this game overall doesn't count for anything. The team's got their playoff spots locked up, but, to that argument, the Demons could have just rolled over, not really played super hard in this game. They've got their focus on Burlington in their first playoff game, a rematch with the Greyhounds. They've lost to them twice, really want to win that, but they came out here and fought, played Colin Stark's, approach really well. They went, kind of slower tempo and managed to control the game at a pretty decent rate, limited turnovers, tried to control the other Solon players besides McCollum. He had some shots that you have to just kind of shrug your shoulders and say, man, this kid's impressive. There's a reason he's a 19-point per game scorer, coming over, of course, from Waukee Northwest, where he was last season. But a solid display overall from Washington in their final regular season game, their final home game as Demons. Good way for these senior members to go out, and now they'll turn their attention to the playoffs and Burlington. Leading the way, of course, it was Nick Stone. He finished with, I believe, 21 or 22 in this game, added off by a point. But boy, over 50 points in the last 2 games for Nick after that West Liberty game where he finished with 30, scored 23 in the second half in that one. A little bit more limited, had just 11 in the second half of this. It was more evenly matched performance in both halves for Nick. He finishes with 21, 17 for Cale Williams. He's continued some really good form, had 20 in that second Burlington game, finishes the night with 17. But the Demons fall short. They'll now turn their attention to Burlington. They'll face them on the road. And we'll sign off for one more final time on basketball season here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. We'll be back this spring. We'll have the Demons soccer games coming up for boys and girls. Very excited to call those for you. So it won't be the last you see me, which is maybe fortunate or unfortunate, depending on your own opinion. But for our super producer, Peter Camp, for Zeph Walker-El, our other broadcaster who did a ton of games this season for us, really appreciated him having him on. He did an excellent job. And, of course, Matt Bryan, our cameraman, who definitely does not ask for shout-outs. We'll sign off one more final time on basketball season. The Demons falling tonight 71-57, but a good season for both the boys and girls teams overall this year. Once again, this is our Community First Credit Union post-game show. We'll see you this spring for Washington Demon boys and girls soccer.